guys, and welcome to How's It Rate. My name's Chico and I'll be your host today. Today we are going to work with another Knorr product, and I was so happy with the first one. This one here is rice sides, and the menu flavors are buffalo chicken flavor, rice and pasta blend, and a classic buffalo style sauce. Looks really good on the cover here, and I'm sure that if it tastes as good as the last one I did here, the Mexican rice, I think I'll be very pleased. So Mexican rice, by the way, got a 5-star. Now, I'm not going to bore you too much with all the ingredients and prep methods, because it's basically the same for all of these, just minor differences. But on this package it says it's made with cayenne pepper, so it's going to be spicy, I hope. No artificial flavors or preservatives. And there's a nice little recipe on the back for buffalo chicken tacos. 4 servings. Prep time is 10 minutes. Cook time is also 10 minutes. Looks pretty simple to perform. I'm going to get a close-up of that, and I'll put it up while the rice is in the microwave cooking. This particular product can also be done on the stove top, just as this one was, and it can also be done in the microwave, just as this one was. So a little bit of difference here. They're calling for 2 1/4 cups of water rather than the 2 cups of water on this. They're also adding the margarine or vegetable oil, which is an option and does affect the calories as far as fat goes. I'm also going to give you a close-up of the daily suggested intake figures here, and there's 1 row for mix and there's 1 row for prepared. So those numbers are either uncooked or cooked. And also there's an ingredients list, which I'll put up during that time too. They're all basically the same, with the enriched long grain rice, a bunch of little chemicals that we don't like to talk about, and then the seasonings, rosemary extract, cornstarch, chicken powder, eggs and milk, vinegar, spice, chicken broth. So this thing is going to be a little spicy, I can tell by just looking at the ingredients. So without further ado, I'm going to break out my favorite little microwave pan here, you know, the one that I talked about in the first video, which is the Nordic ware. I'm going to pour in my rice. This is like the easiest meal I've ever prepared. You just tear it open once you find a little tear hole. Okay, and smells pretty good. Yeah, it does. I think we're going to be happy. I'm going to pour that in my little pot. Okay, and I'm going to put my margarine in. Plop. And I'm going to add my 2 1/4 cups of water. Okay, I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm going to go to the microwave oven. It calls for 12 minutes, and Rufus is getting all excited. He must smell everything that I open up. Are you getting excited? You want some of this, don't you? Well, maybe if you're a good boy. Maybe if you're a good boy. Okay, folks, I'll be right back in 12 minutes. See you then. Alrighty, we're back from the microwave oven, and I gotta tell you, these things smell awesome when you're cooking them. This is the second one that I've done, and just like the first one, it just smells outrageously good. Now, I forgot to mention that these are about $1. I've never paid more than $1 for these. I shop at Walmart a lot, and that's where I got this, but I believe it's about the same in all the other stores. So, what are my expectations? I'm hoping that this has some flavor that resembles a buffalo chicken wing meal. I hope it's spicy, and I hope it's very flavorful. I was not disappointed with the other Knorr product at all, and I have a bunch more of them to do. I think they're worth doing because if they're all as good as the first one I had, you can't miss, not for $1. So here we go. As you can see, my little pot worked perfectly, no spillover, and it's got a nice color, and a wonderful, wonderful smell. So this is really nice and hot. It's not completely set up. It's been about 2 minutes, but it could probably sit I'll bet you if you were making this for your family and you let it sit for 5 minutes after you cooked it, it would still be plenty warm to serve as a side. And by the way, I made this as a side. I did not do the recipe that they suggested on the front of the package, but I can tell you from the last one and this one, this buffalo chicken one, that I'll bet you could come up with some really interesting recipes on your own. So let's pour it out onto the plate. And as I said, it's really hot. So one of our viewers said that I have an asbestos mouth. He's probably right. I don't know what it is about me. I like my food really, really hot. If it's supposed to be served hot, I want it hot. I don't want it medium hot. I don't want it lukewarm. I want it hot. And I always kill myself on pizza. I love pizza when it's right out of the oven. You know, the cheese is still boiling, and I bite into it, and then I regret that for about 2 seconds. But I don't know what it is. I just love my food really hot. So, smells terrific, looks terrific. So let's give it a taste. The rice and the pasta are perfect. They're just done to the point of perfection. A little bit of tooth, we would call that al dente, and the flavor is outstanding. It's really, really good. I can taste the buffalo chicken flavor. It's not as spicy as I thought it was going to be, but it's plenty spicy enough. If you're going to serve this with something else, obviously you don't want it to overtake the whole meal. So, my last Knorr product, I gave it a 5. One more taste just to make sure I'm not crazy. I'm giving it a 5, folks. This thing is outstanding for $1. And there's how many servings in here? Let me put my eyeballs on. Can't see anything anymore. I was outside today. I'm in Florida, and I was cleaning the roof, and it's white. Man, I'll tell you, my eyes are killing me. All right. There are 2.5 servings per container, just as the other one was. And a serving size is 1/2 cup. So you got, like 5 servings here. If I did, I'm sorry, 2.5 servings. That's plenty for, a family of 5. This is great. $1? How do you go wrong? So, I hope you enjoyed the review, folks. There it is. Knorr buffalo chicken, rice and pasta blend, and a classic buffalo style sauce. I give it a 5. There is no doubt this stuff is absolutely delicious, economic, easy to prepare. You can't go wrong. Until next time, you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.